All right, welcome back, everyone. We're starting off today with a look at the weather. Definitely a cold one out there, David.
I mean, when I got up today, it was frigid cold, and I know Dan warned us about it, but Dan, what do we got going on now?
Well, I got to tell you, you look at the temperature and you say, okay, it's 12. There's nothing really unusual about that for this time of year. But then you take a look at the wind, which is blowing at 15, and last hour was sustained at 20. And you put those two things together and you have the wind chills, which are below zero right now. It feels like -4 in Springfield. The problem is, too, is that we're still dropping a couple of degrees per hour. So we're going to settle into the single digits. That's going to drop our wind chills, and then we'll never really recover much today. In fact, I think our high might get to about 12, 14. That's about it. And it's going to stay in the single digits across the hills and higher terrain. So the cold air is still kind of pouring in here. We have a temperature of Pittsfield 12, Springfield, I should say 7, Springfield 12 with that Arctic air that's pouring on in. Let's check out our wind and see what they are the last hour. Keep in mind, sustain at 15, and it's coming in from that cold wind direction, the arrow coming from the northwest, so a northwesterly wind with gusts that have been up over 30 from time to time as well. So you put those two things together, and what do you get for a feel-like temperature? Well, it feels like it's below zero all along Western Mass and along the Mass Pike. It feels like it's zero down at the airport. Pittsfield right now feels like -10. So let's follow along with our wind chills and how it's going to feel throughout the day today. Now, this is a little later this morning. Wind chill still below zero. Head towards noontime, wind chill below zero, -5 in Springfield. The hill towns, it's cold as -15, -20. That's what it feels like to exposed skin. So the best bet today, if you're going to be outside for any more than, say, even 5 or 10 minutes, make sure you have every bit of skin covered up. And that obviously is the best protection, right? And you make sure you dress in plenty of layers as well. Now, as we get into the late afternoon and evening, it's still very cold, but at least the wind is settling down. And I think tonight the wind more or less will go calm. We've actually had a few flakes and flurries overnight last night. Some scattered coatings. Got a report from Tom in Greenfield. Says he has an 1/8 of an inch of snow on the ground with these little scattered snow showers. But for the most part, they're drying up now. And we should see plenty of sunshine today. It's going to be a pretty day. It's just going to be one of those days when you're inside looking out, it's like, oh, yeah, it looks great. And then you step outside and it's like, woof, that cold goes right through you. So bitter cold and wind today, more seasonable tomorrow. I mean, we'll start tomorrow with temps in the single digits to near zero, maybe even below zero, with no wind, though, and temps climb quickly. So by tomorrow afternoon, much more seasonable. And the rest of the week, Thursday and Friday, will be more seasonable as well. Now, the cold returns as we head into the weekend, particularly Saturday. What's going to happen here is we're going to be tracking a coastal low that looks like it's going to miss us now. It might bring some light snow to the Cape on Friday, but that'll pull down cold air on the backside of it. But in the short term, we actually moderate. Tomorrow we get into the 30s. Out ahead of a cold front on Thursday, we could be up near 40 degrees. Here's our area of low pressure that will likely miss us, and then it pulls down that cold air starting Friday, but we'll feel it more so as we go into Saturday. So today only in the teens, but look at the bounce back tomorrow. Normal high for this time of year should be 34. That's about where we'll end up tomorrow, and 35 to 40 on Thursday with a blend of sun and clouds. That may end up being the pick of the week, certainly the mildest day. So highs today will only get back to about where we are now. So readings about 14 Holyoke, about 10 or 12 up in Deerfield, single digits in the hills. Strongest winds are this morning. They'll ease as the afternoon goes on, and then we bounce right back tomorrow, Thursday and Friday. We'll talk about our two storm threats, one on Friday and one on Monday. We'll detail that out best we can coming up in just a few minutes from now. Lexi and David, back over to you.
All right, Dan, well, looking forward to that bounce back happening this week. Switching gears,